So an absolutely huge day for Apple. Not only did they release beta updates for a bunch of new operating systems for the iPhone, for the Watch, pretty much everything else, the iPad, the AirPods, HomePod, and the Apple TV. They also released 3 new computers. The first is the MacBook Air coming in with a new 15-inch version, which is going to give your eyes a little break because you're probably going to be using this MacBook Air for a lot of office work. I definitely think that Air is the office work crusher. Everything is pretty much the same as that last 13-inch MacBook Air released last year. It's the 15-inch is touted now as the thinnest 15-inch laptop on the planet, coming in at 3.3 pounds. You got the same ports, 2 lightnings, a charging port, and a headphone jack. The screen is super nice, like the 13 inches, coming in at 500 nits. You've got a 1080p camera, 6 speakers, and the whole thing is powered by the M2 chip. So no M3 chips for these, unfortunately. We're going to have to wait for that. But the 15-inch will get you 18 hours of battery life, and it seems like this was more geared towards first-time users and people who were migrating from Windows and PC laptops. The base model comes in at $1,300, and if you're interested in that, definitely hit subscribe because we got one coming here, and we're going to put it through the full test because I think I'm going to be like Goldilocks with this. It's not going to be too big, not going to be too small, it'll be just right. Next is the updated Mac Studio, which kind of threw me for a loop because a few months ago there was talk that the Mac Studio is not going to be updated anymore, and I remember telling all of my viewers that, so thanks a lot, Apple, but really thank you for updating the Mac Studio and keeping it going because I think it's one of the best desktop computers ever made. This updated version is going to come with the M2 Max chip and then also an M2 Ultra chip, which will double the price. So the base model of the Max is starting at $2,000 and the base model of the M2 Ultra is coming in at $4,000. And we all know how the game goes. The more RAM you keep upgrading with, the more storage options, the more this thing is going to grow into a beast. Where last year, I spent almost $6,000 on an M1 Ultra Max Studio, which I'm still very happy with. I have no buyer's remorse at all. It is a beast. And now, if you're looking for that, you're going to get an even bigger beast. A few of the things Apple mentioned about the Studio was that it would get an increased speed of around 2 to 3 times faster for DaVinci. It was toting that now you can do 22 tracks of 8K footage playing all at once in your timeline. You can encode all this footage all at once. There's an updated HDMI port that now can get you 240 hertz and also power 6 screens at once, which sounds insane. So a great update for us creators. Next was the cheese grater Mac Pro. It is back in action, so this update is now going to close the loop of all Apple computer lineup is fully made with the Mac Silicon now. And this Mac Pro is absolutely insane. This is your supercomputer, folks. We have reached the future now where we have computers that are insanely fast, but you have the option now. I'll just read off a few specs because it's just going to blow your mind, and I know a lot of us aren't these super high-end users, and you know that this is going to come in with a super high-end price tag. It starts off at $7,000, and the more options you keep adding on to this, you know it's going to get up into the 10. Who knows how much these things are going to cost. So the base model comes with the M2 Ultra right off the bat. The base model comes with the M2 Ultra, 192 gigabytes of RAM. It has 7 afterburner cards. You have 8 Thunderbolt ports on the back. You have tons of ports on this thing because this is going to be your main hub workstation. You have customizable cards, so this is very rare when Apple lets you pop open your machine and pop in your own cards, customizing your machine after purchase. It used to be like this back in the day. I used to be able to buy my laptop, buy the RAM from somewhere else because it was cheaper, pop open the laptop, put in there, and save myself a few bucks. That stopped a while ago for Apple, so it's great to see them giving us more options now, letting us fix our machines again, because we like to tinker with our machines. This is a really good thing that they're doing, that they're giving us all these customizable card slots. And last but not least, Tim Cook had his final one more thing moment where he talked about the new Vision Pro goggles. And folks, we are entering into a new landscape of computer work. You're going to be seeing more and more of these people wearing these goggles, immersing themselves in the digital world and completely cutting off the outside reality of life. And is it good? Is it bad? I don't really know, but I'm definitely excited and scared about it all at once. And that's usually a good thing. So for a dedicated video on those goggles, head here and definitely hit that subscribe button because we're going to be reviewing all of that stuff as it comes down the pipeline. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're as excited about all this new stuff as I am, and stay tuned for some more videos. I'll see you at the next one.